What's up, everyone? Welcome to Kettlebell Athlete. Today, we're going to be working on your power, your strength, and your conditioning. The way of doing that, we're going to start off with your CNS prep, which is going to be plyo push-ups. After you're done with your plyo push-ups, we're going to transition into your power. Today's power work, we're going to be doing push presses. So you'll have those kettlebells up in rack, pressing those up overhead, bringing them right back down. So after you're done with that, we're gonna go into your strength work. For your strength work, we're gonna be doing some split stance rows. I'll go through that here in a little while. You're just gonna be kicking that leg back, rowing those kettlebells. And once you're done with that, we're gonna be going into a 12-minute EMOM. On the 12-minute EMOM, we're gonna be doing your push, pull, push, and then some shoulder rolls. And on that, I'll get to it when we get down on that 12-minute EMOM that'll have you sweating, all right? So let's get it rolling by starting with your CNS prep. The CNS prep is going to be 10 seconds of work with a 20-second break. I'll have my timer here, so we'll just work fast and explosive, take a 20-second break, and let's do it again, all right, guys? So you guys ready? Let's get it going. Move these kettlebells out to the side. I'm going to get my timer ready, 10 seconds of plyo push-ups. You guys get ready. Go. All right, so those are your plyo push-ups. I started a little bit on the more go hard section, but you can bring it back down into a hand release push-up. Okay, I'm gonna demo those on the next round here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Those are the two movements you can pick from, the hand release push-up or the plyo push-up. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna be doing some more plyos and then hand release on my last round. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Got a 20-second break, and then we're gonna go into more push-ups for your last round. As you can tell, I'm already breathing a little bit hard because we're trying to get that CNS going, get you prepped and ready for your workout. In 3, 2, 1. All right. That completes your CNS prep. From here, we're gonna go into your push presses with the kettlebells. I'm gonna move these over here. We're gonna be doing here, we're gonna be doing push presses. Saving my breath a little bit, so I'm just gonna demo with my hands and arms. So, get those kettlebells up in rack. Once you have them up in rack, be pressing them up overhead, fast and explosive. Slight dip in the knees, drive power from the ground up, and get them overhead. We're gonna be doing 6 reps. You got a minute and a half to complete these, okay? Once you're done with your 6 reps, the remainder of the minute and a half is your break. So if you get them done in 10 seconds, you got a nice long break. If you get them done 20 seconds, you still got a long break. If it takes you a minute 25 to get those done, then you only got 5 seconds, you're kind of screwed. So let's get it going. We're gonna clean these kettlebells up, okay? I like cleaning the kettlebells up from this position right here, okay? Bringing them up here. Once you're here, make sure those ribs are down, hips tucked in, okay? Guys ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's put these down. I believe I have about a minute 20 left. Knock those out pretty fast, but don't rush these. Take your time. These kettlebells, are a little light for me, so I'm able to just kind of throw them around, but don't be discouraged by the weight. Use the weight that you feel comfortable with, whether it be 12 kgs, 8 kgs, or if you're, on that beast level, you like throw up those 48s, then have fun with it. okay? So plenty of time on the break. We got another 50 seconds, and then we'll get going again. Remember, this is a time where you want to focus on your breathing. Get that heart rate down. Don't stress yourself. Just, think that how you're going to go into your next set and really just crush it, all right? So let's start getting ready here in 20 seconds, all right? So remember, when you're cleaning those kettlebells, make sure you keep that core nice and tight. Bring them straight up. Don't let those kettlebells fly out in front of you, okay? Because that clean is very important, so you start off with a really strong position. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, got that press. 1, 2, 3. Bringing those bells back down, and I'm using my stopwatch here to keep track of my breaks. Okay, we got one more set here, and then we're going to transition into your strength work. So another tip that I want to talk about is when you clean those kettlebells, make sure, like I said, don't over grip them. So don't over grip them so that kettlebell comes and hits you really hard on that wrist. Bring it nice down, and then ease up that grip as it's coming up. Bringing it right back down, because one of the biggest things that I always see is people complaining about the kettlebell coming down and crushing their wrists and things like that. That, takes a little bit of a practice, but once you get through that, loosening up that grip, get more comfortable, you shouldn't be getting those bruised wrists that, a lot of people complain about when they're working with the kettlebells. Like I said, with power work, you don't want to rush it, You want to get the most out of every rep, moving fast and explosive, okay? So let's get ready for your last power set. Remember, nice strong clean from the beginning. Clean them up. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that completes our power work, okay? Now, we're gonna move into your strength work. On your strength work today, we're gonna be doing a split stance row, just with one kettlebell. So you can move one kettlebell over here to the side, and what you're gonna be doing here, you're gonna go right foot forward, left leg back to start out, okay? I like using this leg as a base to keep me nice and stable. So I post that arm here, grab that kettlebell, and then rolling up to that armpit, bringing it down, keeping it nice and tight, not letting the bell pull me all the way to the ground for this exercise, okay? So we're gonna be doing that. We're gonna be doing 8 reps on each side. You have 2 minutes to complete those 8 reps on each side, which is 16 reps total. So ideally, you knock them out in about a minute, so you have a minute to rest, because if you're kind of running more into the end of that 2 minutes, a little bit of a break time between strength work is gonna be really challenging. So you guys out there, or ladies, let's get ready for your strength parts. You can build those nice strong lats, okay? I'm gonna get my timer ready, and we're gonna start off with that left arm. All right, setting up. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's roughly took me 20 seconds on one side. I'm gonna move it over to the other. Got 8 reps here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we got a break, guys. That took me 45 seconds to complete, so I have a minute 15 on my break. Plenty of time to focus on my breathing, all right, and get that heart rate back down so that second set's even stronger, all right? So focus on that breathing, move around, don't be so stiff, You know, these split stance rows are great to build a nice strong back and core stability. And that's kind of my go-to. I want to be nice and strong, but also like to move strong. So combining them, you know, of that work is going to make you a better person, in my opinion. So we got plenty of time on our break. We got 30 seconds. I think I'm going to have to slow it down just a little bit, just so it can be, my breaks aren't super long. But try to hit it more on that minute work, minute rest. All right, so my reps are going to slow down a little bit. We got 20 seconds. Make sure you set up nice and strong. That right foot forward, left leg back. Hit that stance here. Remember, picking up any weight is always important to pick it up nice and strong, not slouching over, okay? So get set up, pick up that bell, get in your position. Let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, we're gonna switch it over to the other side. Like I said, I'm trying to slow down my reps. I started a little bit fast on those first two, but now I'm slowing it down, being more conscious of really keeping everything engaged and controlling that weight even better. All right, let's go over to the other side. Remember, that first pull is just as important as all your reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, that was right at a minute of work, so we got a minute break. We have 2 more sets of this, okay? Remember, this work should not crush you, but it should challenge you to building strength, okay? So with these, you always want to pick a weight that you feel like it's challenging, but it's not taking everything away from you, because you still got more work to do after this. Whew. All right. We have, a little shorter break, 35 seconds. So, you know, we're gonna get it. All right. So here in 25 seconds, another cue when you're setting up, have that leg out here, straighten it out, lengthen, and then come here in your row position. All right. Those toes, your heels are off the ground for what I'm working with today. Heels are off the ground. That weight is on that front of the foot. Remember, like I said, I'm using this arm and this knee to keep me nice and stable. Let's get it for your third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more rep on this side. 8. All right, let's put that bell down. Let's switch it over. Remember, your setup is just as important. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, split it down. That was right around a minute as well. Okay, we have one more set of this. One of the reasons I like counting my reps out loud, because sometimes you get those people like, that wasn't 8 reps, that was 6. I'm like, man, that was 8 reps. All right, so I like to count reps. Even for my clients, I count out their reps just so they know. One thing, I'm paying attention, and I'm pretty good at counting to 10 after all these years in the industry. So, you know, definitely good at counting those numbers. So, you know, definitely keep it up. All right, so you'll hear me throughout the whole workouts, always counting reps. Even when I go heavy, I'll like pretty much sound like a gorilla, yelling out my reps, 2, 3. And sometimes I think like, man, I'm that guy in the gym now. So 20 seconds, guys. We got one more set. Remember, keep a nice, strong structure. Pull that elbow nice and back. Don't let it flare out, all right, guys? Set up. Actually, I was going to set up for the other leg, but left leg back goes back first. Let's get ready for 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, let's switch it over to the other side. Remember your setup. Pull that elbow back, pick up that bell. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whew. All right, guys, minute of work. Have a minute break before we get into our conditioning work. As you guys can see, these are 16 kg kettlebells, but they feel heavy when you're actually slowing down those reps and really controlling it and really focusing on it. Instead of yanking that weight up with a heavier weight, really focus on keeping everything nice and tight, right? For our 12-minute EMOM, we're gonna be doing more pressing, okay? We're gonna start off with your strict presses. On these, very similar to the push press, but we're not using that power for your lower body, just focusing on pushing with that upper body. So you'll get those kettlebells up. From here, keep those hips tucked in, ribs down, pressing up, bringing it right back down, pressing up, bringing it right back down. All right. One of the biggest things that we see in the gym is when people press, ribs flare out, butt sticks out. Want to avoid that at all costs here for the pressing, so you have a nice strong structure when you're pressing heavy load. So focus on tucking those hips, ribs down, getting those kettlebells up overhead, okay? From there, we're gonna go into a single kettlebell high pull, okay? So I'll move the kettlebell off to the side. Once I'm there, I'm gonna get this kettlebell. We're gonna go from bottom position, pulling it straight up, not from a swing, all right? Pull from the ground here, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. As you can see, I was bringing that elbow back right here, not letting it flare out, and keeping a nice structure here, just like that, all right? That's gonna be a great movement to learn before you transition into a snatch later in training, all right? So once you're done with that, we're gonna go into your push-ups, all right? We did some push, we did some pull. Now we're going into more push, all right? On the push-ups, just your regular push-ups that you would do. Here, bringing that chest down, coming right back up. Make sure those elbows aren't flaring out. You're coming straight down here, coming right back up. So if I was walking over you, the top of your head and your elbows will form an arrow, okay? That's usually one of the cues that I like looking at when I'm trying to teach people a push-up that I like to see, you know? So make sure you're creating that arrow. If you can't do just a regular push-up, you can always modify, okay? You can modify to your knees, but I still want to see that same movement, all right? Elbows coming back, right there, all right? Same thing. And make sure those hips are kind of tucked in, so your hips and the top of your head are still in line, you know? You're not, you know, doing this, because I see this a lot, where people are just bobbing their heads, and it just looks pretty funny if you ask me, but you know, avoid that, all right? Because we're focusing on moving that whole body strong. And the last thing you guys are gonna be doing on this 12-minute EMOM is you'll have your arms out here. You'll be doing an arm screw, okay? You turn that shoulder and then reach. Come to center, over, and reach. So make sure when you're doing these, you're not just rushing side to side, all right? Make sure you own that movement. As you know, two of my coaches would say, you know, John Wolf and Shane Haynes would say, you know, own that position. Don't just rush through all your reps. Make sure you're getting the best out of the work, all right? So for this 12-minute EMOM, I know I keep saying it, 12-minute EMOM, you're gonna be doing 1 minute of work for each movement. So it's not all movements in 1 minute. That'd be really beastly, and I'm sure some of you guys can do it, but, you know, let's take it one movement at a time. So the first minute, you're gonna be doing your strict presses. After you've done your strict presses of 10 reps, you're gonna go into your high pulls for 10 reps, 5 on each side. And when you're done with that, you got 10 push-ups, and then you got your arm screws, all right? So you're gonna be circling through those for 12 minutes, which hits you at 3 rounds for each one. So let's start getting ready. Grab those kettlebells center in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, let's put those kettlebells down. We got your high pulls next. We're gonna move one kettlebell over to the side, and we're gonna be doing 5 reps on each side. Okay, so get that kettlebell here center. Remember, focus on those quality reps, pulling that elbow back, not letting that elbow go up too high or too low. Okay, we got 10 seconds on your break left, and we're gonna get into those high pulls. Nice strong position here. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, let's go other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, we got push-ups next. That roughly took me about 15 seconds. So I have actually 25 seconds. So I have a 35-second break. So if you're rushing through your reps, or not even rushing them, just getting them done pretty quick, you have a long break. If it's taking you longer than 40 seconds, then pick a lighter weight, or do less reps so you have a little bit longer break. You at least want to shoot for that 20-second break in between exercises. So we're gonna get to the ground next. You have your push-ups in 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that was 10 push-ups, about 20. So I got 40-second break. After this, we're gonna be going into your arm screw. On the arm screw, make sure, lift that shoulder up and then reach, roll it over and reach. All right, we're gonna go 5 each way, taking it slow and controlled. Remember, like I always say, don't rush your reps, make the best out of each one. So you got 13 seconds, and then we're gonna get to it, all right? Arms here. In 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, that took me 30. I got 30-second break. We got your presses next. So get those kettlebells here. We're gonna be doing 10 more reps on the presses. All right. The presses are some of my favorite. So that's why I incorporate a lot of the presses in my programming. But, if you want to get those boulder shoulders, you got to press weight overhead. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. High pulls next. So remember, try to get down with those reps in at least 40 seconds so you get that 20-second break in between exercises. So you got plenty of time to breathe and move strong on the next one. So we got your high pulls coming up in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys, other side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that was 5 and 5. We have push-ups next. So let's get on the ground. Oh man, having fun right now. I still got 22 seconds left on my break. $15 seconds. All right, let's get ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys, that was 10 push-ups. Remember, when you're doing those push-ups, make sure if someone is walking over you, the top of your head and your elbows looks like you're forming an arrow, okay? We're gonna stand up for our next movement, back to those arm screws. Like I said earlier, have those arms out, reach that shoulder up, roll it over, and then reach, come to center, stand up nice and straight. Same thing, going the other way, reaching, all right? 5 on each side in 5 seconds. All right, let's get it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. We have one more round of all those movements. Your presses, your high pulls, your push-ups, and your arm screws, and you'll be done for today's workout. Setting up my bells back here center so they're easy to clean. We got 10 seconds left. Let's get it. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, let's put those down. As you guys can tell, I'm smiling because I'm almost done. I got 3 more exercises and we'll be wrapping up that workout. Got your high pulls next. Make sure to move that other kettlebell off to the side because if you have both bells, you risk the chance of hitting that other bell or smashing your fingers. You know, I don't see it often, but it does happen. So just be mindful to move that kettlebell off to the side. Set yourself up. In 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, guys. Last set of push-ups and arm screws. We're almost to the finish line. Let's finish it off strong. In 20 seconds, we're gonna knock out these push-ups. Make these your best push-ups you've done all day. Let's set it up. If you want to take it to the next level, you can just hold that plank during that break if you want, and then transition to the push-ups. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Last movement of the day. Got your arm screws. You should be having a good pump by now because we knocked out all that work. Did your plyo push-ups or your hand release. You got those push presses in. You also got, those split stance rows. And then you did that 12-minute EMOM, which you're about to wrap up here in the next 10 seconds. Okay, you're gonna start off that last set. All right, get those arms up. Let's reach that shoulder up, roll it, reach. Come to center, shoulder up, reach, 2. Shoulder up, reach, 3. Shoulder up, reach, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, guys. So we've completed your 12-minute EMOM. If you're still going, you got 20 seconds to roll it up. But as you guys could tell, as I got later into those rounds, I was able to move a little bit better, especially on that reach. I'm a little tight, so it takes me a few sets to kind of be moving strong, but that will get you moving stronger in all your movements if you incorporate some mobility or some movement work, not just lifting heavy weight. So thank you guys for getting a nice strong workout. Enjoy.